Hey everybody, it's StrangeLuv here, and I'm bringing you a little bit of team deathmatch using the Type 95, as you can see. And I know a lot of people really don't like the Type 95. I guess people say it's too overpowered, but I heard there's going to be a patch for that. I personally don't think that the Type 95 is that overpowered. I do get, one-hit kills with it, but it is a burst fire gun. You're shooting 3 bullets into one person, and I think that if that's the case, they should be dead. And you shouldn't be getting hit markers with 3 bullets, but, also, the Type 95 and things like the M16, or even sniper rifles, they're all slower guns, and if you're going up against somebody who's just spraying and praying a million bullets into a person, and they can just kill somebody in an instant by doing that. Ooh, check this out. Nice little triple knife thing going on right there. Anyway, yeah, but if you're going up against people who are spraying and praying with their machine guns or their submachine guns, and you're using a gun that's a little bit slower, then I think those slower guns deserve just a teeny tiny bit more power. And I think that's how it is right now. I don't think it should be any less powerful than it is, because if I start getting like 3 or 4 hit markers with the Type 95, then I'll just quit using it altogether, and I guess that's what a lot of people want. But I shouldn't have to resort to using assault rifles, fully automatic guns, if I don't want to. If I want to use, something that's a little bit slower but gets the job done, then I should have that option. And see right here, I just got killed right there, but I did get 2 assists because, this gun didn't mow down the 3 people that were lined up right there, and, I think it's pretty fair. But today I wanted to actually talk about how everything is a little bit more globalized, and I think it's kind of an interesting thought to throw around because, as you all know, YouTube got a little bit of a facelift, and so did Xbox Live. The whole interface for Xbox Live got updated, and even things like Gmail got updated. But when you go on there now, everything is at your fingertips. You got Facebook, you can connect to it, and you can put Twitter connected to all of your Xbox stuff, and you can take all your YouTube stuff and link it to your social media accounts, and everything is just interconnected, and it's kind of weird to think that, 50 years ago, people weren't connected like this. I know people from different countries, and I've never even left the country myself. It's just a weird idea. I'm sure a lot of people know people from all over the globe, and this idea of globalization is just kind of bizarre to wrap your mind around sometimes. And I wonder what it's going to be like, 30 or 40 years from now, or even longer, like when I'm 80 or 90, if I happen to live that long, what technology is going to be like, because everything is moving way faster than it ever did before. And I think things like television, the stuff that's been around for a long time is going to go out of style pretty quickly, because I don't watch TV anymore, and no longer do we need to be waiting for scheduled programming to come on to get our entertainment fix. All we have to do is, go on Netflix, go on Hulu, stream something live, or just watch stuff online, and everything is fit to our own schedules now. And you're probably watching this from your iPad or your iPhone, and it's kind of weird. Everybody's interconnected, and so I just wonder how long things like YouTube will be in the format that it's in. I think YouTube is still in its infancy. When I was in high school, I don't remember hearing much about YouTube, though that was a while ago. I think it was just starting at the time. It's gone pretty crazy since then, and what do you think it'll be like? I know a lot of people, when they talk about video games, they say like, oh, we'll have virtual reality, and to me it almost sounds like how people talk about flying cars, how we should have flying cars by now, which I guess we should, or we could, but even if we have the technology, I don't know if that's necessarily the way it's going to go as far as the mainstream public stuff is going to be, because I'm sure we could have virtual reality games right now, but it's not there. Like, the closest we have is, some 3D stuff that Nintendo's working on, but, I think we have the capabilities of doing all kinds of things, but will it get to the public, to the people? I don't know. So, yeah, I just wanted to kind of throw that out there as an idea. What do you guys think? Like, do you think 30 years from now you'll be sitting on YouTube watching videos, or do you think it'll be completely different? What is it going to be like? I don't know. And another thing that kind of bothers me is when older people kind of go, oh, well, the kids, they grow up with these games and these different forms of entertainment and media like the internet that I just can't use those things because they grew up with it and I didn't. Well, I completely disagree with that because your kids are younger than you. You were there when all of these innovations came around. It's the older generations that invent these things in the first place, you know? So, I don't know, I think it's kind of like an excuse for not going out there and learning how things work, how different technologies work. And for those kind of people that don't do that kind of stuff, who are afraid of technology, I think you're all missing out. But if you're sitting here watching me talk right now, then you must not be one of those people who are anti-technology. But that's all I had on my mind. Thanks for entertaining some of my little ramblings about technology there. Let me know what you guys think. Leave me a comment, and thanks for watching. I will try to knock out another video here in a day or two, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And this is StrangeLuv signing out. See you guys later. Mwah!